Yo, as requested, I'm gonna be reviewing a video called I Tested Steroids on Identical Twins.
Behind me are two identical twins. One of them is natural and the other one is now on steroids. How much stronger is he gonna get? How intense are the side effects going to be? And do steroids make you more attractive? An experiment to determine if steroids are worth it. Because this wouldn't be legal. Let's just say I met him after he started using steroids. Let's see how much bigger he is now over his brother.
What was that?
So that's a clap of success, knowing he has more muscle than you.
Bro, listen to me right now. I got growing tired by this muscle mass on my ass.
To get a more accurate answer on how much bigger he is, I had them take a DEXA scan. Here are the results.
Look at this. Elias barely fits in the machine.
Costas has a little bit of space. Costas had 78 kilos of lean mass, the same as a natural pro we tested. Lifters like them struggle to gain 1 kilo a year. But Elias isn't natural anymore.
Jesus Christ, bro. This is a lot. The difference in muscle mass between the natural twin and the steroid twin is 20 kilograms of lean mass.
I can already visualize Costas injecting his little booty with steroids when we get home.
Do you feel like a big brother even though you were born at the same time?
It's like stealing candy from a little kid right now.
Costa, are these results tempting you even a little bit to hop on steroids?
Yeah, I'm thinking about a lot of things right now.
One win for steroids. And if you thought muscle always comes with strength, it's time to actually see who's stronger.
The enhanced twin or the natural twin?
With the bench press. If they stay serious for a second.
Your ballsack is staring right into my eye.
Are you also smelling them? If not, stay right where you are. Now let me sniff.
Here you go.
And after all the smelling, the natural loaded 120 kilos on the bar.
Okay.
And barely got the weight off his chest. Elias went for 140. And lifted it super easily. As expected, steroids increase muscle and strength, but they come with extreme side effects.
Yes, but what's the point of that? You can lift more metal now. Generally, naturally, you're weaker now, because if you would fight somebody, you would always lose. The steroid guys would always lose. They are always weaker. I've never seen any exception to that. That's why, in reality, there's no benefits when it comes to you competing actually. Yeah, if you lift man-made metal like a slave in a building, sure, you're gonna be better at lifting man-made metal. But what's the benefit of that overall for your life?
Costa, do you think your brother's balding after taking steroids?
Yeah, bro.
I am balding.
I think so, yeah.
And as cool as Elias is in general, that really stressed him out.
Bro, I actually think I'm gonna get depressed if I lose my hair from steroids. 100%, honestly.
If the doctor says that you're losing your hair, are you gonna reconsider the steroid thing?
I don't know, I probably would lower my trend a little bit.
Hearing that, I thought to myself, what could possibly make him stop?
If you knew that you're gonna live a much shorter life, would you continue taking them, you think?
I know I'm gonna live much less, I'm sure. I would, yes. But in general, I'm very light. I'm not running any crazy cycles.
He's on trend right now.
I'm gonna compete, man.
It's time to see what's really happening under this bandana. Have steroids really destroyed his hairline?
Costas, what's the purpose of your visit?
To see who has the stronger hair, to be honest.
Are we taking any drugs in general?
I'm using anabolic steroids, so it might have an effect on my hair.
Do we have any allergies on any medication?
Not as far as I know.
But you'd know, you've taken every single drug.
We'll do an examination, it's called trichoscopy, which will show with great detail the quality of our hair.
And the doctor started the examination with a natural twin.
First of all, we can observe that
They both have pretty great hair anyway. It's just inherited. But of course, you could lose hair quicker. Also because the drugs are extremely toxic. Tren anyway, but all of them. Just because of the way they are made in the laboratories. It's a toxic procedure in general, no matter what you're using. I don't think that people understand that nowadays. They think that it's just a clean product. There's no such thing, doesn't exist.
hairline is slightly pushed back here, and the color is weaker, and the thickness or the diameter of the hair is smaller.
Costas the natural is already showing some signs of balding, and Elias knows this can't be good news for him.
Yeah, you feeling stressed or what?
Now I'm actually stressed out.
If Costas, as a natural, has a little bit of recession on the sides of his head, what do you think is going on with you?
But Elias doesn't need to answer, because the doctor is about to tell us everything.
Here we can tell that the hair is really, really thin and doesn't grow anymore. Here we can see...
Oh, I gotta go back. Did you see the acne here? Oh yeah, there it is. I don't think that the brother has that, right? I didn't see it. I'm gonna take a closer look when they show him again. That's another sign of the toxicity, exactly what I meant. You're detoxing from the toxic chemicals which are used in the procedure of creating the drugs. Of course, the drugs themselves, as in what it's made out of, that may also cause problems, for sure. But people don't even think about the actual toxic chemicals which are used when you make the drugs.
Here we can tell that the hair is really, really thin and doesn't grow anymore. Here we can see some inactive hair follicles. The hair is really, really weak.
Things were not looking
It's interesting also that the brother who's not using the steroids just generally looks better. He looks more natural, which is what they would also say. I'm also talking about the face. There's just a difference. He looks more youthful. That's what I noticed the most, I think. And just his body shape is more natural because he doesn't look so puffy, so full, bloated.
good for the steroid twin.
We can observe clearly that on Elias the problem is bigger and there might be some thinning on the area in the future.
After what happened to Elias, I needed to understand the true impact of steroids. This is leading plastic surgeon, Dr. Vekris.
I don't want there to be any doubt. When there is a genetic predisposition and on top of it, we add the anabolics, the testosterone, the androgens, we're significantly increasing the rate of hair loss. Significantly so.
But doctor, can he not just get a hair transplant if he loses his hair?
Things are not that simple. When you decide on an advanced stage of hair loss to get a hair transplant, there might not be the adequate number of hair follicles in the healthy part of the scalp.
That's not going to help you because it doesn't magically create hair. If he will have less hair in general, then a hair transplant isn't going to help, obviously, because you cannot use somebody else's hair. It's just gonna maybe kind of create the illusion that he's doing as well as the brother, but it will still look thinner if he would continue for a long time. You would of course have to really overdo it to actually see a significant difference, but after a year or two, you could actually see a difference, I'm sure.
To get the hair transplant you want, because you have a large area that needs hair and a small area to get it from.
Okay, but if he gets a hair transplant in time, is he okay for life?
A transplant doesn't solve hair loss. It solves the problem the hair loss created, the obvious gap. Hair loss is a pathophysiological condition that requires ongoing treatment.
But if one has to take medication like finasteride,
He would for sure regret it if he would actually lose the hair, because having more muscle, if you can call it that, created by drugs isn't going to benefit you in any way in your life. If you have some insecurities and you feel small and then you use them, yeah, it may give you the feeling of being bigger, fuller. And those guys look pretty alright, I would say. I don't even understand why they would want to do that anyway, but there may be reasons which we don't understand. Point being, the brother then would look more youthful, would have no acne, would have the hair. He would for sure regret it. Those fake drug muscles will never be worth it. It's just impossible.
or dutasteride for life, what about the risk of side effects?
This specific risk is about ingesting the specific drug. If instead of that you apply it locally with a lotion or a gel on the scalp, we have the combination of very high effectiveness but much lower risk of side effects because the concentration of the blood is lower. If we don't truly understand that along with a hair transplant, one needs continuous treatment on a long-term basis, his effort will go completely wasted.
The first loss for steroids, and as bad as he might be feeling for what just happened,
It will get much worse with the next experiment designed to push him to his breaking point.
this is Argyris, the man I secretly hired to make them as angry as possible. And while they think we're shooting a workout video together, I am conducting a rage experiment to see who's going to snap first.
For level 1, Argyris will consistently invade their personal space. Just minutes later, the twins were already extremely confused and annoyed.
Bro, listen. Para esquivar, I don't know why he has this behavior, but he's following us. He's following us.
But that was nothing compared to what happens next. For level 2, he was instructed to take my plate right before my set. An extremely disrespectful move in gym culture.
Let me help you up.
Yeah, 1, 2...
No, brother. He's doing a set.
I was right here and you took my plate. What are you using this machine?
We didn't take the plate from there. We took it from back here.
No, you came from right there and you took my plate. All right, okay, we'll get another one.
Kostas instantly stepped in to de-escalate the situation, but Elias was already looking like he's at his limit. Guys, let me ask you something. Was he actually...
This actually reminds me of something. When I went to the gym many years ago, I actually just started then. There was this guy, super obviously on steroids. And all that I did was... I think that I... What did I ask? Oh, if he has seen my towel. I think that I told this story in a different video, but maybe you haven't heard of it. That's it. And he got so mad at me and said, "Why would I have your towel?" And just wanted to beat me up basically for asking the question. Yeah, it's because the drugs are toxic. That's what I meant. They really mess up your biochemistry. You really become very agitated, angry, annoyed very quickly compared to normal so-called people. And again, it's also just the toxicity of the drugs. Don't mistake it for the testosterone or whatever they are using, which is synthesized in a lab. That will also have its effects because you're injecting something into your body which is not supposed to be there, and it's made in a lab in huge amounts. Of course, that will also bring you a lot of harm.
Using the machine?
Yeah.
That was not okay. That was a foul.
Things
That was
are
a
about to
foul.
get a whole lot more intense when Argeris forces his way onto our machine for level 3.
Listen, guys. I was supersetting from this to this, and you the workout. Can I hop in? Can I do a couple of sets?
You can do a set, yeah,
Alright,
do a set.
thanks.
You want me to remove a bit
No,
of weight?
just let me work out.
Brother, I understand what you're saying, but he was about to do a set and he took the plate. Why would you do that? He was about to do a set and he took the plate. You saw he's about to do a set.
Which plate? That's my plate. I'm using it right here.
Yeah, yours.
It
Doesn't say
didn't
your name on it. We didn't see anybody on the machine. We took
Yeah,
it.
just let me work out.
Do you want me to spot you in the first one?
What? No.
Argeris was playing the role 10 times better than I expected, and little did I know, but he was about to push it a lot further.
We didn't want to take your plate. We just thought that nobody's using the machine. You know what I mean? Irrelevant. The plates are on the specific machine. Everybody it up. Not just you, but almost everyone.
I understand, but the other guy was trying to do a set and I see somebody taking his plate. That's not okay.
When I work out, I'm just locked in.
Okay, can I hop in for a set?
Let me do one more. And then I'll superset.
Elias was trying his best to keep it together and stayed completely silent. But the energy in the room was becoming extremely intense. Elias, is it your turn? You're not okay. You're not okay at all.
Guys, whose turn is it right now? I'm confused.
He really looks like he wants to punch him or even something else possibly. The look in his eyes.
Elias was clearly furious, and the right thing was to end the experiment. But we didn't. And it took just one more comment to send Elias completely off.
You are ego lifting a little bit, right? You, not the other guys.
Brother, let me tell you something. What are you doing right now? You're over here sitting around making comments. Do your sets, leave us alone. We're doing our own thing. We didn't comment on your workout. I think you're being rude. I think you're being rude, bro, without a reason. We haven't done anything to you and you're here with an attitude when we haven't done anything to you.
That's all right.
It's not all right. Tone it down a little bit. I can also get angry.
I'm not angry.
You're not angry. You look like you are.
Nah, I just took 3 scoops of pre-workout.
Okay, and I took 300 milligrams of Trend. So what?
Oh, really? Are you taking stuff? Are you taking steroids?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Cut that shitty attitude. or go to another machine. That's gonna be a problem.
That was your brother that takes steroids.
Oh, really? But you follow me on Instagram, bro. What are you trying to do right now? What is this thing?
Yeah, I do follow you, but it's not
Great, so what is this bullshit? I also know you, but I don't know what you're trying to do. I know who you are, you know who I am, and you came here acting all crazy. Are you angry? Because I'm much angrier than you. And you really don't want me to prove it to you right now.
Anzi, l'armo, klein. Stop. Kan prank. It's a prank. Se bom. Ilya, trollarono. Trollarono ako. Ilya, trollarono.
Don't do shit like that to me, bro. Don't make me crazy.
Don't laugh, go away.
But Elias didn't find any of that funny.
Bro, sorry.
This is actually pretty interesting because there's a lot of guys out there who do these prank videos and jokes on people, but they don't understand that people don't want to be disrespected like that. You cannot simply do this and then say it was a joke. At the end of the day, you were disrespecting him, you were trying to provoke him, and of course you would not find it funny. Doesn't matter if it was a prank or joke or whatever you may want to say in the end. I see this online incredibly much, and then these guys wonder why, while they are laughing, saying that it's a prank, the other ones don't find it funny and say, why are you still serious? It was a joke. They don't understand how it is for the one who's being pranked.
Brother, please don't laugh. Please, we're gonna get into a fight. Please.
Leave the gym right now. Get out of the gym right now. There you go.
It's part of the experiment.
I think that it's even more sometimes offensive when they say that it was a prank and then they laugh. Yeah, that's how it would be for me. If somebody would do anything even close to that to me and then say that it was a prank on top of that, I wouldn't have reacted like him. He actually really held himself back. I don't know how.
I don't give a fuck.
I understand.
Bro, don't do shit like that to me.
What?
Don't do shit like that to
Well,
me.
I
Don't
have
do
to,
shit like that to me. I don't give a
It really shocked me how he wouldn't calm down even after he learned it was part of the experiment.
He's so lucky for
It shocked you. Weird. What's up with these guys? He actually reacted kind of normal, really.
not getting beat up.
It took a few minutes until I could finally see him smile again, and it made me pretty happy.
Ilya, I hope you're not still angry with me.
I'm not angry with you, man. It's just if I get the rage, it takes at least a day for me to chill.
But we all burst out laughing when we realized Costa still didn't have a clue it was a setup, even after everything that happened.
Was it actually a setup? Oh, now I'm sad.
So he clearly won this round, but his brother's dominance and intensity might give him an edge on the next one.
Right, he won the round because he didn't react and held himself back. That's interesting. Weird conclusion. Cannot agree with that.
Because
Now it's time to see who's more.
It's a normal conclusion as a slave. In slavery, you think holding yourself back, living counterintuitively, going against your senses is normal and good. I understand that, but from a natural perspective, the natural guy lost this one, of course. Of course, obviously.
attractive. A guy with a great natural body like Kostas, or a maxed out bodybuilder on steroids like Elias. To test, I took multiple identical pictures of them with the same clothes and shirtless. I created profiles for them on multiple dating websites, and both of them barely got any likes after multiple days. And when I tested their pictures on premium attractiveness rating websites, the results were very similar for both of them and consistently pretty
Why did it say smart? How does it test if you're smart? Or did I misunderstand something? I don't know. It's just weird to see that.
low. The reason, in my opinion, is that when you make the gym your entire personality, it really shows in your pictures, and you really limit your options outside of that environment. Elias had overall slightly higher ratings on certain pictures, but the difference isn't big enough for any of them to get the W on this one. But now is the time for the final test, where I'm analyzing their blood to see if steroids have actually destroyed Elias's body. And this final test would determine the winner. But unfortunately, there's not going to be a winner in this video. Because when I got my hands on the results, I stumbled upon something so unexpected that, if true, completely flips this video on its head. It was so shocking that I couldn't just rely on my own judgment to come to a definitive conclusion. I called in Dr. Touliatos. He has analyzed the blood of countless men and is one of the most respected doctors in the field. Based on his resume, he's one of the best people in the world to help us get to an answer. Doctor, is a person like Elias that's taking anabolic steroids expected to live a much shorter life?
If you abuse steroids, just like in professional bodybuilding, yes, definitely you shorten the lifespan, first from the cardiovascular, then from the kidneys, and finally from the liver, because people are afraid for the liver, but you don't die acutely from the liver. Stroke and heart attack can happen in the blink of an eye.
We heard it from the doctor himself. Steroids can end your life abruptly. But the truth is that I didn't bring the doctor in to talk to us about the dangers of steroids. I brought him in because when I saw Costas, the natural blood results, a lot of red flags started to pop. And I started to believe that Costas might in fact not be natural. Even before we got to this video call, the doctor called me and told the exact same thing.
Does this guy claim he's natural? If he said that, it will be scientifically proven to be false.
Doctor, can you please tell me why you think he's not natural?
Don't believe you can have such numbers from just ingesting protein powders. Some conservative doctors will say this guy has first stages of renal failure because it's very high in creatinine. You need to use, for instance, toxic anabolic steroids like Trenbolone that are harm to the kidney.
Doctor, Costas trains extremely hard and has been dieting down to about 6% body fat. He's doing about 20...
Listen, you don't get creatinine of 1.6. Being naughty, come on, this is somebody who uses Trenbolone, for instance.
So you truly don't believe there's any chance he's natural?
LH of 0.5 is end of the story. Anything we say could be disputed, but LH 0.5 means he's used to something.
Is it truly that definitive?
Listen, he may not use anabolics, but he could use a SARM. But using SARM, you are steroid-free, but you're not naughty.
I just can't make up my mind unless I just talk to him. I have to talk to him and see what he has to say.
Maybe he's on very low doses or something which he considers natural. Not that any of that stuff is natural anyway, even the protein powders or whatever. They won't answer? Huh? The twins' Instagram? Wait, that's it? That's the end of the video? This can't be serious, right? What? Is this the end? Wait, I don't understand what's going on. I'm gonna go through the comments, otherwise we gotta check their Instagram, I guess. It's strange. What was this video really about? It's as if they want us to look them up or something. Like a strange advertisement. Really calm during the rage experiment. Okay. How is this not famous? Those twins, steroids are not... Patience, yeah, exactly, yeah. This is what I made a video about recently on Telegram, because patience is weakness. That's exactly what I meant before. Coach Greg also made a video about this.
Unless I see the blood work, I can't tell you for certain if he's natural or not, but I'm taking their word. They're saying they've gone over the blood work and he's a fake natty. Please show us the numbers.
Listen, you don't get creatinine of 1.5
Show me the blood work, if you're using Tren or not. What they're talking...
is...
I'm sorry, LH.5? That's in the toilets.
On Greg's video, people say they are both on gear. Comments like that. You're jealous because he looks better than you. Steroids versus more steroids. You can definitely get that kind of a physique naturally. No doubt. On raw meat anyway, for sure. On organs. I think that I looked even bigger than the supposed natural guy when I worked out many years ago. Or at the very least, just as big. This is their Instagram. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Here he does look pretty big. The brother also, actually. Who knows? Not that I really care. Yeah, maybe they are both on something, but one of them is on something else. Actually, it's hard to say. Could be, actually, now that I see these videos and photos. But then again, I'm not... It depends. Here, if you work out like crazy, but then you also need to eat really good food, you could achieve that. You could never achieve this, though. Well, I don't really care to look into this much more. Still was an interesting video. Let me know if you found out more about this case. Maybe the supposed natural brother was on something, but less of it. Or I would assume something else which they considered natural or normal, and the other brother was on tren and who knows what, which is why they used him as an example of somebody who's on drugs. I would assume that if anything, that's the case. As I said before, none of them are natural anyway, by any definition. They lift metal up and down, push it in a man-made building, something that nobody would ever do in nature anyway. There's nothing natural about the exercise. There's nothing natural about the diets that people today eat in general, especially bodybuilders. They use protein powders, they eat protein bars, they use pills, so-called supplements, all of which are made in laboratories. Connor Murphy actually made a good video about this a while ago. I'll link it in the description. It's not as if everything that he said is correct, but he did make good points about how the pills that bodybuilders take today are, by their own definition, similar to anabolic substances. Not the so-called steroids, but you could for sure not call these people natural for many different reasons. They take all kinds of pills which are supposed to make you look bigger. Typically, somebody is going to work out because they didn't develop the way they should have, especially during puberty, and that's why they will try to make themselves look bigger by using drugs, and even if not, then simply by working out, pushing the metal, and you just push it more and more. You go to the gym 3-4 times a week. These guys probably go almost every day just to keep up the illusion, the appearance of being bigger. But of course, once you stop working out or using the drugs, you lose a lot of the muscle. If you eat raw meat, you're probably going to keep around 70% of it. But if you eat grains and vegetables, you're going to lose more than half of what you gained, which you never gained in the first place because you were always just trying to maintain this unnatural physique. That's all that it's about. Really, people need to focus more on being healthy and developing well. And if you can't do it anymore, then you can at least feed your children natural food, and then they will develop the way they should. And they will not then believe that they should be going to the gym or even using some kind of drugs to look bigger, because if their bones will be developed the way they should be naturally, then they will never feel the need to do any of this. The number one problem that we are dealing with is malnourishment and underdeveloped bodies. Whether you work out naturally or unnaturally shouldn't even be the point anyway. This should not be what we are discussing in the first place. Thanks for watching.